Okay friends, first of all we will be talking about a tool with the name Eclipse. The tool is used for writing the Java programs. So first of all, as you all are having Ubuntu, on top of that we have to install that tool. So there are two ways. The first way is directly from your Ubuntu. Just like nowadays everyone is having smartphone. We go to Google Play Store, we search for any specific application and we just install that. Similarly, in Ubuntu, we have Ubuntu Software Center. That is just like your Play Store. You can go over there, you can search for any tool, any software, and you can install that. So, on the top left corner, you will click on that dash home. You are working on Ubuntu, so you must know that. Once you will click on that, a search window will come. You will write software over there. Ubuntu Software Center will appear. Then this type of page will be opening, in which there will be different application will be displayed. You can see that on the left side, the categories is there: accessories, books, developer tools, education, fonts, games. A lot of things are there. So we'll be searching for that thing which we are actually looking for. So on the right upper corner, this one, there is a search window. You will write Eclipse on that, and after writing Eclipse, you will press enter. In that particular, you can say software center, it will be searching for that particular software. You can see the second one, the blue ball. The blue ball is Eclipse. That is the name of the tool which we will be using for writing the programs. You will be click on that. Either you can click on more info so that few more information can be displayed. And later on, you can simply click on install. This one. So when you will click on install, it will take some time, because it will be downloading the required software from internet and finally installing on your system. That means when you are clicking on install, make sure that your Ubuntu is connected to internet. So this is quite heavy software, approximately 300 MB. That means it would take some time. So once you are ready with Eclipse, you have to start that. And how we can do that? You can simply go to your dash home button, the first one, this one, and simply start typing Eclipse. This blue ball is coming, you will click on that. So my Eclipse is getting started now. So let us my clip start, and then we will be starting from brief overview of Java. Okay. So first of all, this is my software, this is my tool which is currently displayed now. There are three main windows. The left side, that is my navigator, which displays the list of my projects. The right side, there is right upper window, that is my editor, in which I will be writing the program, I will be editing my programs. And there is one right lower window that would be displaying your output. So these are three main windows. So first of all, before we write any Java program, let's create a Java project. There are few projects already displayed in the left panel. You can ignore them. We'll be starting from very beginning. So what you can do is, you can click on file, you can click on new, and we will go for project. Yes. Now because Eclipse is an integrated tool which can create many type of projects, so we have to specify that we are looking for Java project. You can start typing Java. Under Java category, there is Java project. You can select that. Yes. You will click on next. Now you can give some meaningful name, any name, like my first Java project. I can give any name and simply click on finish. That's all. Yes, you can see that in the left panel. Now your project which we just created, that is available. So if I will expand this, you will be able to see a lot of things. Yes. You can see that there is dot setting, there is bin, there is src, there is class path, there is project. The file or directory whose name is starting with dot, that is a hidden file. So you can ignore them. Those are internally used by your Eclipse. We are not concerned about that. The remaining two folders, that is bin and src. As the name indicates, src will contain source code and bin will contain the binary, the executable form of your program. So now what we will do is, our source directory is empty, there is nothing inside that. Our bin directory is also empty. So before we create any simple Java program, I would like to stop here. If anyone is having anything, any doubts till now, you can ask me.
We are good, Neeraj.
Sorry, can you please come again?
We are good.
Okay.
We did understand.
Okay. Okay, friends. So first of all, as we are starting from very beginning, let me just give you some detail about the programming. So whether this is C or this is C++ or it is Java, what is a programming language? A programming language is an interface between a user and system. If you want the system to work for you, you have to give the instructions. Now the point is, you and me understand English, but system does not. If I want the system to display some message 10 times, I cannot ask him in simple English. If I will ask my system that please display this message 10 times, the system will not do that for you because system does not understand your English. That means if you want the system work for you, you have to learn his language, so that you can explain the system in his language, like, can you do this? And then system will do for you. That's why we need to learn a programming language, so that we can interact with the system, and whatever thing we want to do, we can simply explain the system and system will be doing that for you. So now we'll be starting with very simple, the smallest Java program. So in Java, there is a concept of class. A class can be like, let's take in some real example, like any living object. Suppose mobile phone. Mobile phone is a living object. It has few features, like it has a brand name, it has some color, it has some model number, it has some Android version feature. So these are features of that object. So including all those features, that complete thing is known as object, which is equivalent to class in a Java. That means we can create a class in Java. That class will be having some features. So the complete Java programming is revolving around different classes only. So we'll talk about more about the classes, but before that, let's write a hello world program. First of all, I would like to get confident that yes, I have written a small Java program. So how to write that? You will right click on src, click on new, and we are basically looking for class. But in this list, project, folder, file, untitled text, class is not there. So I will go for other. Yes. In this one, you can start typing class. Yes, it's coming now. Under Java category, class is there. I will select that and I will click on next. Yes. Now I will give some name. So I will give test program. You can give any name. I have given test program. Now every program, or I would rather say every class, should have a main method. What method is, I will be talking about shortly, but you can say that every class has a main point from where the execution will start. If you are doing a lot of things, so let's talk about mobile. If mobile has a lot of features but it does not have a power button, can you do anything with that? No, you can't do anything. First of all, we need to start that. Then only we can do the other activities. Similarly, there is a main function in every class. So either you can write that main function by yourself, or Eclipse will help you to do that. Let me show you. You can see this. Which method stub would you like to create? And you can select the first one. This one. Public static void main. This is known as main function. So I can use two terms. One is function and another one is method. So don't get confused. Those are the same thing. Function or method. So I have just checked that box. That is public static void main. That's all. What I did is I simply provided the program name and I simply checked that checkbox. That's all. I will click on finish now. Okay. On the right side, the right upper window, which I told you earlier that is my editor window in which I will be writing some program. In that window, few things are already written. Eclipse has done that for you. And what is that? Public class test program. Yes, then curly braces start because the definition of your class starts from this curly braces. After that, you can ignore these things as of now. Let me delete this. To make it as small as possible, I will delete this. These are not required as of now. And I will delete this as well. Okay. Now public class test program curly braces start. Then public static void main string args again curly braces start. Then curly braces closed. That means this is your function till this closing bracket. And finally one more closing bracket, that is closing your complete class, you can say. Now at this point of time, you may be thinking like, what is this public static void main? We'll be exploring these things as well, but as of now, just for starting purpose, you can think that this thing is absolutely required in every class. Okay. Now this is the smallest Java program. You may be thinking that if I will execute that program, what will happen? So nothing will be happening. Why? Because the execution will start from main method, that's right. But do we have anything inside main method? Nothing. So in order to make it meaningful, I would write a command inside the main method. And the command is system.out.println. As the name indicates, system.out. That means your system's output. That is nothing but your monitor. Println. Println means print in a new line. Print and ln, new line. That means system.out.println, and inside the bracket in double quotes you will provide some message. Suppose my first program is running. I am just writing something. Okay. Now this is smallest meaningful program. At least if you will execute this, something will happen. And what will happen? This message, my first program is running, this message will be displayed over the output window. You can see the right lower window, that is blank now, there is nothing. It's time to execute our first Java program. So I would execute this, and after that we will have a question answer session. If anyone is having any question, we will take it. So I will right click on this program and you will click on run as, and after clicking on run as, we have the option of Java application. I will simply click on that. This program will run now and the output will be displayed in the right lower window. You can see that it's running perfectly. You can see that my first program is running. So till now, if anyone is having any doubt, you are most welcome, you can ask me.
I am good, Neeraj.
Okay. Samta and Srisha, as you are not having any programming background, are you comfortable till now?
Yep, Neeraj.
Okay. So friends, I'm expecting from you that whenever you are having any doubt, you can stop me over there without any hesitation, because we will not be proceeding if you are having any doubt. So please stop me immediately whenever I am writing something, I am doing something, and you are having any doubt. Okay. So that is that's good that we have written our first Java program. Now, I was explaining something that we are having a mobile phone and it is having some features. So this is simple class I took, public class test program. Inside that there is a main function, and inside that I have written a print command. That's all. Now let's take some meaningful thing which has some features and which has some more things. Okay, so we would be picking up the speed slowly, but before that, let's take an example of for loop, and let's take the example of if. So what I will do is I will simply close this program, because whatever program I will be writing, I will be sharing these programs with all of you so that you can do these things on your system. Now I will create a new program. I will again right click on source, click on new, go for others, we'll search for class that's already coming now, click on next, and what I would write, for example, that's all. And as I told you earlier, either you can write that public static void main by yourself, but as Eclipse is giving the feature, simply click on that. Yes, click on finish. The program will be ready. Okay, one more thing. You may be thinking like, what are these things which I was deleting earlier? These things are actually comments. Sometimes you want to add something to your program, but you don't want to execute that. In that scenario, you can put the comments. There are two ways to put the comment. Either you can simply put double slash in the beginning of any line. That line will not be executed. That will be just part of your program, just as a comment, but that will not be executed. In case you are writing some long comments, so instead of using double slash in the beginning of every line, you can use this slash start, then your comments, then ending with the reverse, that is star slash. Okay, so these are comments which you can use if required, otherwise you can simply delete this. Okay, suppose I want to write some comment, but I will do double slash, I will write, yes. After that anything, I will write like, this is my first Java program, just like anything. So this will not be executed, but whenever you will have a look at your program, by looking at the comment, you can understand, okay, this was the program which I had written first time, something like that. This is just for your extra information. Okay, now what I will do, previously what we did, we simply had written a simple print command, and that was displayed, that's all. But this time we want to do something meaningful. Suppose I want to display some message 10 times. What should I do? Shall I write 10 times system.out.println? I can do that. If I will write that command 10 times, so output will be displayed 10 times. Let me show you. I will write hello inside that. Hello, yes. And I will execute this program for you right away. Right click, click on run as Java application. You can see that hello is written. If I will simply copy this command and I will paste it once again, that means twice. Control C, Control V. Yes. Shall I execute this again? Right click on program name, run as Java application. It's displaying hello 2 times. That's good. Now the question is, if I have to display it 1000 times, do I need to write this system.out.println 1000 times? You can do that, but that's not a good way, because that way your program will be quite lengthy. We must have some mechanism that we can specify that I want to display this message as many times, this many times, so that your program should be small. It may be producing bigger output. So let me show you. the for loop. Let me type that and then I will explain. First of all, I will delete one of the line. Okay, I will write for loop. Just let me type that and then I will explain. Okay, now we have for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, semicolon I plus plus. Inside this for, there are three things. One is the thing from where your for loop will start. That is I is equal to 1. You may be thinking, what is I? I is nothing, just a variable. I am starting something. This is just a counter, you can say. This is just starting of counter. So int I is equal to 1. That means my counter is starting from 1. Then the next thing, till what point it will go? I less than equal to 10. That means it will start from 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. It will go till 10. Semicolon, last thing, I plus plus. What is I plus plus? I plus plus means every time this for loop will run, the value of I will increase by 1. That means first time I is equal to 1, second time I is equal to 2, third time I is equal to 3, like that. Now the question is, this for loop will be running 10 times. That's okay. But what this will do 10 times? Whatever you will write inside that. So let me, this hello I will simply copy from here and I will write inside the for loop. Okay, and instead of hello I will write something or more, something extra here, like for example in Java. Anything I have written just for your reference. Okay, so what we are expecting now? This, once I will execute this program, this will display that one line, for example in Java, that's once, and this hello, this should be displayed 10 times. Although I have written only once, but I have written that inside the for loop, and that for loop will start from 1, it will go till 10. So I don't have to write that system.out.println command 10 times. This for loop will do that for me. Let me execute the program right away and it would be quite clear to you. I will right click, I will click on run as Java application. Okay, let me just move this window up so that you can see now. The first line, for example in Java, after that hello 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 is displayed 10 times. That's what we wanted. One more thing we can do. We can suppose along with hello I want to display the number as well, like this is first time, second, third. So this is the variable I and initially the value is 1. So what I will do, hello, that is in double quotes, plus I. The thing which you want to display as it is, that you should put inside double quotes like hello. But the thing which you don't want to display directly, I mean you don't want to display I, but you want to display the value of I. That's why I did not put I in double quotes. I simply put hello, that is in double quotes, plus I. So now what it will do? Let me execute this and you will automatically understand what I did. So I will right click, I will run as Java application. Yes, you can see that. Hello 1, then hello 2, hello 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because when the for loop was running first time, the value of I was 1. So it displayed hello 1. Then for loop again ran, then the value of I was 2. So it displayed hello 2. Third time it displayed hello 3, then hello 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is about the for loop of Java. I think that is clear to everyone. In case any doubt, you can ask me.
Hello, Neeraj. Yeah, it is clear, Neeraj.
Yes, Anta, please go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to write hello is equal to one hello, hello space one, then
Okay, then
we
what
need
you will
to
do?
give a space before I. Do we need to give space before I?
No. When you are doing plus and some variable, then simply the value of that will be displayed. What you can do is you can provide the space after hello here, like this. You can do that. Okay. Moreover, another thing what you can do, keep hello as it is. After hello, we will do one more plus. Just give me a moment. We will do the plus, and then in double quotes, I will provide the space separately, like this. That means hello will be displayed, then space will be displayed, then the value of I will be displayed. You can do that. So I will save this, Control S, and I will execute this for you. Control run as Java application. You can see that. So whatever space you are giving in double quotes, only that will be considered. You can say that after hello there is space, then plus, then again space. This space will not be counted. Whatever space you have given inside the hard coded, the double quote, that will be displayed. So I think that's clear now.
Yeah. Thank you, Neeraj. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, now let's do some interesting, funny activity that would refresh your knowledge as well as you have to think on that. Now what I want is, I don't want to display this number 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want that. I want that in first line, 1 star should be displayed. Instead of 1, I need 1 star. In second line, I want 2 stars. In third line, I want 3 stars. Let me type that in program itself. I mean, first of all, what we will do, we will create another program. I don't want to mix these things. I will go to others. I will go to class. Yes, I will select class. Click on next. I will give the name, suppose, for example 2. Any name you can give. I have given for example 2 because we have already one example of 4. Check this box. Click on finish. Okay. Now I would delete these things. I would delete this as well. Okay. Now this is, this is just a blank class. Does not have any logic. We have to write the logic. First of all, in the comments, you can write comment anywhere. I will write the comment in the beginning itself. What I will do, double slash, then double slash, double slash, double slash. Okay. I am putting double slash because those lines will be commented and whatever you will write, that will not be executed. In first line, I want 1 star. Yes. In second line, I want 2 star. In third line, I want 3 star. In fourth line, I want 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I want to create such type of pattern using for loop. Of course, I would not do it line by line. Either what I can do, I would write system.out.println single star. Then system.output.println 2 star. I can do that. But that's not the logical thing. Because if I would say that starting from 1 you have to go to 1000 stars, then who will be writing those 1000 times system.out.println? We will not do that. What we will do is, Pawan, can you please confirm if you can hear me? Pawan, can you please confirm me if you can hear me now?
Yes, Neeraj.
Okay. Okay, friends. So we are back now. Somehow there was some network interruption last 1 minute. Okay. So now we have a requirement. I want to display a pattern of stars like this, and I want to use a for loop for that. So now the program which we have written earlier. So we were talking about like we have to design this type of pattern using for loop. So what I will do now, I will write a for loop inside this main class. If you will double click on this, this will be maximized. If you want to do that like this, I will write a for loop. The same, that is int. You can take any variable. I can take a is equal to 1 semicolon, a less than equal to suppose 10 comma a plus plus. Okay, that's my for loop. Now the starting braces and closes braces of my for loop. This is my for loop. Now instead of writing 1, I want to display 1 star. 1 star is fine, but when I have to display 2 star, what I will do? For displaying the star 2 times, I need one more for loop. That means for loop inside a for loop. So let me write that first, then you will understand. I will simply copy this and I will make the changes. Control C, Control V. I will take another variable because the same variable will not, you cannot take. So I will take b. B is equal to 1. Now b less than equal to, what should be that? Can it be 10? No, it cannot be 10 because at very first time we don't want to display 10 stars. At first time, you can say in first line I want to display 1 star. Second line I want to display 2 star. Third line I want to display 3 star. That means this for loop will start from 1 and it will go till the value of 1. I will write that, then you will understand it. B less than equal to a, and here I will write b plus plus. Yes. Now inside this for loop I will provide first of all starting and closing bracket. Yes. I will write something. Shall I write that system dot out dot println? If you will write system dot out dot println, every star will be displayed in the next line. We don't want that actually. If you will remove ln, simple write system dot out dot print. You can use that also. You will suppose write star. Yes. What this will do? This will be displaying the star. And how many times? In one line, first line it will be writing it 1 time, second line, because once it will be running second time, the value of a will be 2. Then the third time value will be of a will be 3. First of all, let me execute this, then I will be explaining in more detail. Okay, I will simply double click again so that we can minimize this. Yes. I will right click on, for example, to run as Java application. Yes, quite interesting. It is displayed now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think that is just because of 2 for loops. Let me explain you. First of all, this for loop will start a is equal to 1 and this will check the condition whether a is less than equal to 10. Yes, that means it will come inside for loop. Okay, inside for loop we have another for loop. B is equal to 1, b less than equal to a. Yes, because b's value 1 and a value is also 1, that's equal. What is happening inside? System dot out dot println star. It will print a single star, that is the first one, this one. Now this for loop will complete. The internal for loop that has been complete now. After that, system dot out dot println blank. That means go to the next line. Print ln means go to next line. And what should be displayed? Blank, nothing. That means star has been displayed and now we are at the beginning of second line. Now what will happen? Now the outer for loop will run second time. Now the value of a is equal to 2. 2 less than equal to 10. Yes, that means we will come inside. Okay, this for loop will run again. B is equal to 1, right? B less than equal to a. That's right, because now the value of a is equal to 2. That means the internal for loop will run 2 times this time. So one time it will display 1 star. Second time it will display second star. And once this inner for loop will complete, we will do system.out.println. That means please go to the next line and don't display anything. Okay. Now the outer for loop will run third time. This time the value of a is equal to 3. Similarly, the inner for loop will run 3 times. This will display 3 star and then we will go to the next line. So this way outer for loop and inner for loop will be running and this pattern will be displayed. So it's not about the pattern, it's all about the understanding how the multiple for loop are working. That's the main agenda for learning. So we can stop here for 2 minutes. In case you are having any doubt, you can ask me.
Hello, Neeraj.
Yes, Anta.
Excuse me, Neeraj.
Yeah.
That means in the earlier case we didn't use 2 for loops, no?
Yes.
In the earlier case, we used, instead of star, we used only hello 1, hello 2, hello 3.
Yes, because that thing we were displaying only once. Suppose the current value of a is equal to a is 3. So we were just displaying 3. That's why we did not need inner for loop.
But hello we is repeating, no?
No, that is repeating because of outer loop. You have outer for loop. So that for loop executed 10 times. So 10 times for loop will run. Now what's happening is in every line for loop is running. In first line inner for loop run 1 time. So 1 star was displayed. In second line inner for loop executed 2 times. So 2 star were displayed. You can think in 2-dimensional way. Are you getting my point? We are doing multiple things horizontally as well as vertically. Getting my point? Previously we were simply increasing horizontally. I mean we executed something 10 times. But this time we are executing something 10 times and every time internally it's executed multiple times. First line star was displayed 1 time. Second line star was displayed 2 times. Third line star was displayed 3 times. So now for loop are moving into 2 dimensions. Similarly, if you want, you can do 3-dimensional as well. That would be more complex. So let's go stick with this only. You will understand this in more better way. You can try doing some experiment with this. Think something in your mind and try to do that.
Okay, thank you, Neeraj.
Okay, welcome. Any other doubt from anyone else?
No, Neeraj.
Okay, that's good. So I think we have written a small simple Java program. We have written a for example. We have written another interesting for example. Now let's go to if and else. That's also a very important part of Java. So I will be writing another program for you. Right click, new, we'll go to others. We'll select class, next, if else example. If else example, I have given some name. I will click on this. I will click on finish. Yes, the program is displayed. I will maximize this. And if you want, you can keep these things, but just for making it as small as possible so that you are not getting confused unnecessarily, I am simply deleting them. I want to keep it as small as possible. Yes. Now inside main method, as I told you, every program will start from main method only. So inside main method, this time we will use some if loop we will use. First of all, let me take some variables. Suppose int and suppose anything. Suppose name. Name. Okay, name is not int. Name is string actually. String is like your text. there are different data types in Java. Like int means integer, numerical value. We have string, that is text value. So I am taking string name is equal to, in double quotes, I will write some name, suppose Pawan. And every line should end with semicolon, like this. When you are declaring the variable, that point of time you have to specify this. Now what does that mean? String name is equal to Pawan. Just I took one variable and I just provided the value to that variable. Now I want to take one more variable. So what I will do, string another name is equal to Pyali, ending with semicolon. Yes, and these variable, I mean every variable should have a unique name. You cannot take the same name. So I will use name 1 and I will take name 2. Okay. Now what I want is, I want to check if these two names, name 1 and name 2, are same or not. We know that they are not same. We can directly see that. But programmatically we want to see that. So what you will do is, we will be using if loop. So what you will do, if name 1 dot equals is an inbuilt thing, you can say, that would check the content if those are equal or not. So you will type equals equals, inside bracket you will provide another thing with which you want to checking it, that is name 2. Okay, not name 1, name 2. Okay, what I am doing is, name 1 dot equals name 2. If that is equal, then what should happen? Okay, suppose if that is equal, what I will write? I will write as the two names are same. I would display some message. But in case they are not same, then what will happen? For that we have else. If this is true, then this thing will happen. If not, then we will write else and we will be having a bracket. So inside the bracket we will write something else. We will write like the two names are different. I would write something like that. While writing the MapReduce program or any Java program, sometimes you have to take the decision. Like if the marks of the student is less than 80, then this thing should happen. If more than 80, then this thing should happen. So at that point of time, when you have to take the decision, then you have to use if. So currently I am using if name dot equals name 2, then this message should be displayed, else that message should be displayed. So as we already know that those two names are not same, so if I will execute this program, the second message should be displayed. We can check it right away. So what I will do is, I will right click on this program name and I will click on run as Java application. You can see that two names are different. Yes, if you want, you can try doing experiment, make the both names same, then execute it again, and that time it will display two names are same. So this is about if and else. Let me show you one more example of if else. I will create one more example for you.
Excuse me, Neeraj.
Yeah.
If you don't write name 1 and name 2, what will happen? How the result is going to be?
Okay. What do you want me to do? Let me tell me again.
If the string name 1 and name 2, instead of mentioning name 1 and name 2, if you just write name 1, name is equal to Pyali, string name is equal to Pawan, then what happens?
No, you want to write this thing inside if?
Yeah, if you don't mention as 1 and 2, then what is going to happen?
You want me to remove this one like this?
Yeah.
You can't do that because the variable you have declared, you have to use that name only. Currently displaying them in red. If I will go to this small cross mark, it is saying that name cannot be resolved. Name cannot be resolved to a variable.
No, even in the data types also, if you remove that, then what happens?
You want me to remove this 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that. Two variables cannot have the same name.
Okay.
Either I am not getting your question, or if you are, that is the question, we cannot have the same name.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, I will show you one more example of if else that would make your concept more clear. So either I can right click on source and I can, you can say, create new program. Otherwise we have one more option. The better option is click on your if else example, Control C, or you can simply go to edit and copy. Yes. Now go to edit again and paste. You may be thinking like how the same program will be the same name. That cannot be possible. That's why it is saying that the name of this file will be copy of if else example. You don't want that name, I will change that name. It's completely your wish. Definitely you cannot have same name, but I will make it if else example 2. If else example 2 and click on OK. Yes. So I will open that one, if else example 2, double click on that, it will be opening directly into your editor window. One thing, it is displaying in error, in red, you can see that. First, one thing which I forget to mention earlier is the name of your class and the name of your that file should be same. In this, what happening is the name of my file is if else example2.java, but inside the content it is written public class if else example. That's why it is displaying in red. So you can make it the same, that is 2. The .java is not required. Now at least it is not displaying any error. I will delete everything from this your main method. We'll write something more. This time we'll do something. Okay, I will write int marks is equal to 82 semicolon. That means there are some marks of some student like that, and that is 82. Now based upon the marks of that student, I want to take some decision. I want to, if you can say that if the marks are more than 80, then the student will be given the scholarship. Otherwise he will not be given. So we will be using a for loop. I mean, sorry, if, not for. Okay, what I will do, if marks are greater than 80, then curly bracket start and close, you will do something inside that, or else you will something else. Yes. So now I will write something in that. If marks is greater than 80, I will write that you have qualified for okay, spelling can be wrong, let me know if that is wrong. Okay, I am just displaying this message. Okay, and in case your marks are less than 80, then I would write let me copy that from above and I will make the changes. Okay, so marks are 82. We are using if marks are greater than 80. In our case, the above message should be displayed. That is, congratulations, you have qualified for scholarship. But in case your marks are less than 80, the below message will be displayed, that is, sorry, you have not qualified for scholarship. So this is just another example of if else. So what we will do, we will be minimizing this by double clicking. I will right click on if else example 2, run as Java application. Yes, you can see that. Congratulations, you have qualified for scholarship. Let's do one thing. Let me make it something different. I will change this value. I will make it 73. I will execute this program once again, and now you will see the another message. Sorry, you have not qualified for scholarship. So based upon some conditions, we might have to take some decisions in programming, and that is possible with the help of if and else. So friends, we are done with now, I think, 5 program. For two examples for for, 2 examples for if else, and one was our smallest Java program. So in case you are having any doubts till now, you can ask me.
No, Neeraj.
Okay.
No doubts, Neeraj.
Okay. So let's do some advanced thing. I was giving you an example like mobile phone. That is a real-time object. I mean, we can see that, we can touch that, we can feel a mobile phone. It has some features also. Let's create that. So what you can do, either you can create your all programs in source directory. You can do that. But on our system, do we put all the things on desktop? We don't do that usually. We create different folders. One folder for audio, one folder for videos, one for movies, one for our personal documents, so that when you are searching for something, it's easier for you. Just like we are placing the different household items in our home. Similarly, if you want, you can create some packages. Package is like a subdirectory, nothing else. I will right click, I will click on new, I will click on others, and instead of creating a class, this time I will search for package. Package is coming under Java category. I will select that and will click on next. Give some name, some subdirectory name, nothing else. I would give like advanced, that's all, and finish. So it will create a subdirectory, you can see that, inside source. Now if you want to create a Java class, it's completely your choice. You want to create inside source SRC, or you want to create inside advanced. So we have created so many programs inside source. Let's create this program in advanced. So execution execution, there is no difference whether you have put your program in any directory. This is just for your classification. Suppose you have created a package with the name for, and inside that all examples for loop are placed there. Similarly, you can create a package for if else, and multiple programs you can put inside that. So this is just for our better understanding, better classification, better management of your files. That's all. So I will be clicking on next and will be going for others. This time I'm looking for a class. Yes. Next. I will give some name. I will simply give phone. That's all. I will click on this and I will click on finish. Yes. First of all, I will maximize this. I will delete unnecessary comments. If required, we can put our comment, but let's delete these things. Okay. Now, previously we were creating the program directly inside SRC. That's why the first line was not displayed, package name. But this time, because we are creating the program inside a package, that package line is also displayed. Package advanced. It is specifying that this program is available in advanced subdirectory. That's all. There is no other purpose of that. After that, there is a class name, public class phone. inside that main function. That's all. Now let's talk about the features of phone. So those features will be written here, not inside the function, outside the function. The first I would write as a string. I would write brand name, suppose brand, okay, and I will provide the value of brand as suppose Apple. Yes. Then suppose I will take one more feature, suppose model is equal to i6. Similarly, maybe some more detail like color is equal to white. And let's take one more integer. This time I am taking variable because I am taking price, that is anything, suppose 35,000. I am just putting anything. Okay, now you can correlate this with real time. We have a phone which has few features: brand name Apple, model i6, color white, price this one. Every real-time entity has few features which you can say as like nouns, and we have few verbs as well. I mean, your phone has these features, that's fine, but your phone can do something. That is a verb, what your phone can do. So whatever your phone can do, the verb part, that will be written as a function. You may be thinking we already have one function, main function. That's right, but along with that main function you can have more functions. So let's write few more functions. Keep that main function as it is. I will write a function. Whenever you write any function, you have to write public then void function name. What your phone can do. Suppose I would write ringing. Okay, like this, curly braces, start, close. I have created a function, but that is blank. There is nothing inside that. Similarly, I will create one more function, public void vibrate. Okay, now inside the ringing and inside the vibrate, I want to write something, I want to do something. So let me, currently we are not doing, I mean we are simply displaying the message. For learning purpose we are doing that. Otherwise you can do some other thing also. You can do some calculation, you can do some logical part. So currently what I will do, I will write the system command here. Yes. I would write my phone is ringing, something like that. And inside vibrating I will write my phone is vibrating. Okay, now you can think something like we have a phone which has 4 features and which have 2 activities as well. The phone can vibrate, the phone can ring. Now what I will do inside main function, because until or unless you will not write anything in main, whatever else you have written, that is waste. If I will execute this program, nothing will happen. Why? Because execution will start from main function and there is nothing inside main. So what should I do now? What I will do is I will be writing something inside main function. First of all, let me explain that what is the difference between a class and an object. Suppose student. Student is a class because every student has a name, it has a, we can say, roll number, gender, contact number, address, all these things. But when I'm talking about specific student like Pawan, Pawan is a student, Pyali is another student, Samta is another student. So these different things are, you can say, the instance of that class. The class is a prototype. You are saying that students should be like this. Like if I talk about this one, the phone should be like this. But that same phone, multiple people will be having. So those are different objects. So now what I will do inside main function is, I will create an object of phone class. At this point of time that may be confusing for you, but let me do that. I will write phone, and just like I had written string brand is equal to Apple, that means brand is a variable of type string. Similarly, I will take one variable, maybe suppose P1. When you had written string brand, it means brand is a type of string. Similarly, here what it means, P1 is a variable of type phone is equal to new phone like this. It's interesting now. What I have done is, from that prototype, from the class, I have created one object with the name P1. I would say that from a Apple store, one new phone has been came out and it has been allocated to someone, that this is your phone. So we have a unique identity of that phone, that is P1. If your friend will purchase phone, he may be having the same feature, Apple i6 white, the price is also same, but that is another phone, another instance of the same phone that we can call as P2. We can do that. So let me create one more. So this way we can create class, we can define class and we can create as many objects of that class. So I will create one more, but as we cannot give same name, I will give another name, P2. Like, so you can say that I have two phones now, same phone, same brand, everything is same, but two copies of that, two instance of that. Now creation of instance is fine, but what we are doing with that? Suppose I want to display the price of P1. How would I do that? Let me type the command. I will do system.out.println. Inside that I will write the price of P1 phone is semicolon space. This is hard coded. Whatever you will write in double quotes, there is no logic. That would be directly displayed. Now the logic will start. After this, I will do plus. And what I want? I want the price of P1 phone. So I will write P1 dot price. Whatever price you have specified in that definition, that would be automatically displayed. P1 dot price. Let me execute this. Just let me minimize this. I will right click on this, click on run as Java application. You can see that the price of P1 phone is 35,000. That's absolutely right. Suppose I want to do that activity, what that phone can do. Phone has two activities, one is ringing, another one is vibrating. So let me do that as well. So what I will do is, just give me a moment. I will do P1 dot ringing. This. Okay, I think my power is क्या मजाक है बहुत ही गंदा मजाक है वो क्या सोच रही है लाइट भी नहीं है